Well, it is our opening video of the week, and I thought because I had so many good people in the car that played such a role in us doing well this year, whether it was Amy on the ground right here at the stable every day, or whether it's Mark, he's a doofus, or my brother, but drove a lot of horses this year. And you know what?
I'm just saying.
Nice filly.
She's nothing wrong. No,
Yeah, nice filly.
I'd like to own her, but I'm just saying.
100%.
You're going to go to Tactical Mountains. I'm just throwing that out there. 5 fish species. I just keep going.
Yeah, but Tactical Mountains, when she left our farm, was just a nice filly. I think she. How much we qualify? No, you got her beat. Oh, you wanted Poconos. Good. I was second at the Meadowlands. Come on, let's not be silly. I asked you to go drive Pickpocket. Declined.
Who did?
You did. First,
No.
Yes, first race in Lexington. You said you couldn't get out. Yeah, give me some bullshit excuse. Oh, I can't go there.
Whoa. There's no cursing.
Well, all
It's
right.
a family show here.
I'll have Gail
Family
bleep
show.
it out. Gail, can you edit that out, please?
Family show. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
First off, Anthony, you told me the horse wouldn't lose and I should go drive it.
that's
And
exactly what I said.
Yes, it is. And
Instead, Todd McCarthy proved me wrong.
I never.
Good job.
54 to that.
Yeah.
I never. That was the one. I thought it was the pace race.
I'm actually lucky that the trotter got away from him because he might have been at the half at 51 with Arson had he not known.
Toddy can make some speed. That's why we call him.
He definitely made some.
I like to call
Fast
him.
Toddy.
And no. In private, I call him Toddy Throttles.
Toddy Throttles.
You know.
Okay. Enough about Toddy Throttles. So, this year we've had a great year, and today we had a wonderful day. Mark, listen, he could have been on the track going with babies, and I'm glad he decided to go up in the booth because he did a great job explaining everything.
I didn't want to.
Explaining everything that went on the track and having a very good perspective of what was going on. It's one thing to say, oh, that's a nice horse, or he's doing his work good, but having the perspective to explain to everybody what they're seeing through the filter of a driver's eyes, it's important. It's important.
And a trainer, and you know, the space of time, I thought, Anthony, was your staff was doing a great job.
They did. Amy said a minute ago, she goes, I never thought about it, but it went off really well today.
We have 42 yearlings.
Yes.
That basically have been having harness on for 5 weeks at max to get them all out on the track in a timely fashion and not break any equipment.
But truthfully, I think Scotty might have got an apron.
He might have got an apron. Aprons don't count.
And truthfully, these are all, many of our caretakers are new to the game. The one thing we've done, we haven't just brought new owners into the game, we've actually brought new caretakers into the game. And although their experience level sometimes is low, maybe down the road, if they want to continue in this industry, if we want our industry to grow, we are going to need infrastructure. We are going to need workers and people that want to be a part of this game and love it as much as us. And we forget sometimes that, we aren't just going to breed new caretakers into the game. We need to bring them in. And many of the people that were harnessing those horses today have not been in this game very long. And that is in itself an impressive feat. So you're 100% right, Mark. A very good job by a very large group of people that went above and beyond today. So to our staff, first and foremost, thank you very much for that. A tremendous day. To our clients, I said to Scott, I felt that I dropped the ball horribly in this open house and did not market and advertise it the way I should have. And I was really angry at myself and still am. But then Mark said he went up into the clubhouse. I know that we'd sold 110 seats, 115 seats. We only had 125. And Northfield Park did a wonderful job. So again, to Northfield Park, thank you very much. A tremendous job done by you. Now, I want to talk about what went on this week. I think I'll end the video with that because I think it's more than important to talk to everybody. You may look straight back and see that Megan is here. Megan Scran is here.
And see her. She's like 4 rows back.
No, she's right there.
She's like in another county.
No. Actually, you know what? I do actually like Amy's car better than mine.
It's the mail or something. Like a zip code.
No.
I wouldn't even know.
Listen, Megan had a lot of luck with Tactical Mounts and 5 Fish Species. Actually, the driver of both of those horses are in the car, as Mark so nicely pointed out.
5 Fish Species.
Yeah, you got 5 Fish Species. Both were stake winners this year. I don't want to talk about which did what, but I don't know if you guys were with us when we bought 5 Fish Species, but her confirmation alone should have excluded her from any pari-mutuel events.
Competition at all.
We bought her solely because she was a full sister to a horse we were racing, Bomb Hugger at the time, who I thought was a pretty nice filly.
Sure-footed.
Yeah.
Bomb Hugger.
Bomb Hugger.
He won. He won a
Buffalo,
sire stake.
Monticello.
He won a sire stake with Bomb Hugger.
She had her trot and hobbles on so tight it looked like.
She almost won this time.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
She wasn't there. She was
Yeah, and she did wear her hobbles tight because I noticed when they bought her.
Do you know she was in Chapter 7? They just
Yeah,
tried.
and they do.
They
And
hit
that
everywhere,
was,
they just wanted to.
you know, people don't realize when we broke
Just good horses.
Memento Mori, you know, we've castrated him and he had the hobbles on today and probably could have went without the hobbles today. But when we went with him to start, this horse would not trot, not a step. And we do have a colt that we paid a lot of money for that was missing today. I lied. We did not have 42 go on the track, or all of our horses. One missed, and that was a Chapter 7. His name is Grand Old Chap, and he has not hit the trot yet, and it was just not going to be useful having him on the track today. That's the Antonacci colt that I bought, Scotty. Hasn't trotted a step, but I will win. He will trot.
I don't think the other one, Anthony, you could take the trot novels off and put your hood on.
Yes, and that's likely what we're probably going to do.
Yeah, really.
The other guy just hasn't got it yet, and he will have the proper amount of work in him. He will trot. At some point, he'll learn to and want to, and we'll get him there. Okay. So that's neither here nor there. I know a couple of my partners have wondered what's going on with Grand Old Chap. Guys, I'm going to need you to pop some popcorn and buckle up because you're going to have some patience throughout the winter. I would suspect that you're not going to see Grand Old Chap's trot until maybe February. You never know. One day he's just going to hit the trot, but he will get it. Physically, there's nothing stopping him from doing it, and it is not his attitude because he is a likable horse, and I have nothing negative to say about him. Do I wish he trotted? Yes. Do I hope he trots? 100%, but I'm also confident he will. I just don't have a timeline on that. So that is the babies. We had a number of horses. I want to talk to Scotty briefly later on maybe about some of the ones that he thought. I was so happy. Yeah, I thought he was going to have a bad day, and then I kind of felt bad that I put you on the one that kicks. But you wouldn't have liked the other one. You went Green Glitter. Oh my God! Did you see what? No, you were too busy with yours kicking. We had the apron. One of the horses must have kicked that apron at some point, and we had it zip tied on. Usually, you just unsnap them and drop them down. And the hobble strap for Green Glitter was up in between. Well, Megan saw what she was up to.
Yeah.
Oh my God Almighty! She was almost gone. And it's so hard. And Mark touched on this in the video. When the 2-year-olds come unglued on a training day like this, they don't usually come back. Usually they're on tilt the rest of the day. This filly, I got her on Chris Lems's back, and it's like she just took a deep breath and remembered what she was supposed to do. However, she summoned that.
Took a deep breath in Anthony.
Scotty.
Was when Chris Lems made a break.
Yeah.
You were following him.
Yeah.
And you just decided that you're going to teach that trotter how to trot into the back of somebody.
You have to do that.
That was
sometimes that happens. And I'm going to tell you something. That won't be the last time that happens. I can assure you that.
I seen Chris Lems, that poor guy. He broke 7 of his ribs. Did you know that?
No, see, it's a funny joke, but it was Jason Merriman actually that made the break, and I ran into the backup. And
he was okay.
Yeah, I'm confident he's okay.
So was it Chris Lems?
No, that's why I was following
But
the
you
rest
did.
of
I'll
it.
tell you what. You did smoke him in his back.
Absolutely, I did. I tell all our clients, I tell Amy, and Scotty knows too, and I know a lot of people don't do it this way. I want all our horses nose to helmet, all of them, every one of them when they train, and I just want them to be able to.
Gets run over. It is what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a blunt way of putting it, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm the guy usually if the horse is bad, put them on my back. But Green Glitter usually doesn't. She caught me off guard today. I was more worried about Scotty out there with the filly and trying to see if she was acting up or not. Than I was Green Glitter, and man, but for her to catch her composure again, and then the way she finished up her mile and drove away, she's an impressive filly.
It's hard for a filly.
Yes, it is.
To get spun and then not come off the track and get unspun.
Yeah.
It's unfathomable almost for a yearling.
It's extremely.
Usually it's like you got to pull them up.
But that's why I want.
Carrots,
Yes.
Nice, and come back tomorrow.
That's why I want them to act like that and do that.
Yeah,
So I was very happy with everybody today, but what I was saying before was I was thoroughly impressed with the one, that Scotty ended up having a good day, and 2, that the priest, you talked about him because they're very inexpensive, our only Indiana bred for next year, and I was happy that you liked the horse. Anyway, I want to talk about this year. Megan, Tactical Mounts, and all the horses you've had, any of the horses that stood out. I know you had a lot of races that you liked, and we were happy to be a part of them.
Which one stood out to you today?
One of the ones stood out to you. What races? And you're going to have to speak up back there.
Hear you.
Oh, that's how Ollie is. I always blame
Any
Ollie.
of them stood out for you today?
What horses? Not today. No, her year.
Oh, for the entire year.
Her year. I know the Tactical Mounds in New Jersey.
Five Fish Species was a tremendous song. I mean, the move she had down the stretch. I mean, I think I hit somebody on the way by with that left front splint. I drilled Jason Bartlett.
Hey.
It took half his ear off.
Hey,
with the
good horses are good horses.
She overcame it, and the next time.
Okay,
I
let
gave
Megan
myself
talk
a
and be
roll.
quiet.
All right. So it's not that one. All right. I thought
Obviously,
about it.
Tactical Mounds was really fun.
Yeah.
But
I never heard of that.
The richest horse in stable.ca.
He was this year. It was the first horse that ever went over 300,000 for us.
Looks Like Money was a lot of fun too.
Oh my God, I forgot about Looks Like Money.
Yeah.
He's back going good, by the way, 100% healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun racing him in the Graduate. I mean, I wish Jiggy Jog wasn't in there, but
Yeah, that would have been fun.
that would have helped. him
I was
out a
trying to
lot.
remember too. You remember the night that Scotty had
Get off
10?
here, Anthony.
The night that Scotty had the 10 hole. The horse that beat him, I couldn't place the horse that night, and I went back and looked. It was that little Southwind Tyrion.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the one that won that race that
Yep.
night. And he said, I was hoping they
Yeah,
breed
when we
him
had
this
the 10
year.
hole.
What's that?
When we had the 10 hole, that overnight one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had great luck at the 10 holes. Hey, Scotty did too. He won the Hambo.
The 10 hole is the spot to be.
The 10 hole's the
Hambo
new.
and the Hambo.
The 10 hole. The
this
10
year.
hole is the new
Both
4
10
hole.
winners.
The 10 hole's the
That'll
new
never
4 hole.
happen again, I don't think.
It probably has never happened ever.
It won't. How could it? And it won't happen again.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see everybody did good. I know it's Scotty. We don't really care about your other drives this year, but
I actually did.
You know what?
I didn't do anything at all.
Underrated race of the year was Mounds that day.
oh, on Hambo Day,
Because
that
the
was
first
unbelievable.
Wasn't much, so it was over.
Do you want me to tell you a little story? I was.
I would love it.
I was a little. I didn't mean it like that. I know I opened the door for a lot of ridicule.
Would've been a missed
I was sitting at the Meadows that day, and I had horses in of our own in stakes, and I'm sitting on the couch with my back turned to the middle TV, and Norm Parker goes, "Hey, isn't this your horse?" And I said, "He said, hey Anthony, I said, "Hey, what's up? Isn't this your horse? You're literally going by the 3/8 parked." And I said, "Well, it looks like I missed a whole lot." And he goes, that's your filly though. I said, yeah, that's her, parked the whole way. Yep, that's her. And I'm watching, and around the last turn, I'm like, I could see all the other horses look gassed, and she looked like she wasn't. And I'm watching, I'm saying, she's going on a hell of a trip. And you wheeled her over, and it was clear she was going to win. And I looked at Norm, and he goes, "Aren't you happy I told you?" I said, "I would have missed all that. It was a fantastic race." I wasn't even paying attention. That's how busy our summer has been. But yeah,
It's hard to win on Hambo Day.
no, but you drove the horse good. First off,
10
like
horse field and
I don't want to stroke your ego, Eddie, but you drove the horse good, and she raced good, and then to win with that other horse in the Hambo, who cares? But Tactical Mounds was amazing that day, and was great all year, and I'm happy that she had the year she
That
did.
exact week, I think I won a qualifier.
Did you? Just to give us a little insight. Tell me how it went.
Well, it was a tremendous qualifier. I'll
Was
never
it?
forget Yeah, it was just like yesterday.
Any names or anything?
Well, I don't want to be tipping my hand, Anthony. You
We'll talk about that later. We'll
play
do a
poker
video.
with your
No,
cards like this.
we'll do a video later about your successful qualifiers this year.
I didn't have. Well,
Yeah, no, we'll do one later.
No.
We were here the other night. This is the Cleveland sign, isn't it?
Yeah, right there, literally.
oh wow.
We literally, that bus came here the other night.
That's wild. And you live like 10 minutes from here. Who knew?
Yeah, I didn't know, actually. I've never been to this area before. You keep winning qualifiers and you'll be to this area. You'll be living under a bridge just like
I
that.
actually live right there, right now. It's my rent. I just got to clean the Cleveland sign.
So Scotty had a great year. So Scotty had a great year with Tactical Mounds and a bunch of other horses. Megan had a great year in general. Fish, Tactical Mounds, and I truly
Did
apologize.
you throw fish out?
Why wouldn't I? She had a great year.
She did, you know.
I have more respect for horses that are overachievers than any other horses. My favorite horses are the ones that overcome, and she certainly overcame.
Well, look at yourself.
Exactly. We did overcome. Don't kid yourself. That's probably, we have a lot. You are a 5-fish species, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Poor confirmation and did really well. That is your life in a nutshell.
You know what? He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
So,
Probably the only
what about Mark? I know we
$100
like
million
making fun of you, but what about you? Any highlights this year other than qualifiers?
No.
5-fish species? What else?
Jeez, I wish I had
Yeah, we caught you off guard.
Yeah. Can we go back a year?
Yeah. Listen.
You know,
How many wins do you have lifetime?
Me?
7,000?
Yeah, not quite. Just about. My 6,000th was on Atlanta via Scotty not being there as a 2-year-old.
Oh, that's right, too. I forgot about that.
You know, and then I got injured and broke my shoulder and missed an entire
What's that?
year. And then landed right on top of COVID when I was trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So it was,
That'll happen.
yeah.
Where's this place at?
Day was COVID.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's right, no, it's right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Right
Oh, they
there.
have a big sign.
Big comeback. Put Bartlett on the pylon.
Were you gonna try and?
Yeah, he's going to try and
Oh.
go there. It's his valet right there.
You were. What
That's
are you
all right.
gonna
I'm
do?
sure there's parking.
Oh,
It's right
please,
there.
Anthony,
It's a
please.
place.
I've been in so many car accidents with you. Please. I
No,
can't.
Mark. There is no one that has been in more accidents in general than you, by the way. There's crash test dummies like, you hear about this Mark McDonald guy? He is unbelievable. He's like a legend in our business. So,
And then it's always and then
Yeah.
it's
Big joke.
yeah, it's all big joke.
Yeah,
Because he's
you'll-
driving away because he causes most of them.
no, you haven't caused one.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah, there's probably like
No.
20 cars piled up on the turnpike.
That's not true. I clipped Jeff.
No
Jeff.
traffic.
Yeah.
I clipped
She said,
Jeff.
"Go traffic, boys! How lucky am I?"
Yeah.
Well, Anthony cut someone.
All right,
off.
quiet, Mark. I'm trying to talk. My wife. What was your highlights of the year, honey?
Oh, you can't put me on this.
You can say anything you
can
want.
Say anything you want.
Anything you want.
Yeah, like,
No, that's not fair.
when Anthony went away for a week or something, then something like that. Anything.
I don't think you can park.
Well, yeah, the West Side Market's is open on a Sunday night.
It
Yeah, I'm
says
parking.
staff only.
Yeah, well, they'll live.
He works there.
I might put an application in.
You know, maybe I'll
You
throw
should.
my hat in the ring. Yeah.
So
I'll
what?
throw my hat in the ring.
What else? What? Give us one. Come on. Highlight. Sales.
I
Anything.
know, but I don't have a
Yeah.
specific highlight. I just,
Sales?
I just like to see us progressing and
That's right. I'm glad that
moving
you
and-
say that we are.
It wasn't one specific thing, but every year we're setting a new bar.
And that's
What about
exactly
the boob
what-
job? That was big.
What a tool.
I wish.
Yeah.
That's really
So okay, quiet, because I can tell you mine. Scotty, who was your first ever Grand Circuit win?
It wasn't yours.
No, obviously not, idiot. Do you remember it?
We can't
Really?
I don't remember.
So I've won a couple like the
Family
Ardens and stuff, but they don't. I have nothing to
The
do.
Gold Cup and Saucer is Grand Circuit.
Oh, you're featured. You're.
That's
Kentucky
true.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
you
was
just-
pretty cool. Because I don't know how you are, because you're pretty dry about it too. But I remember I won what was the first one? The which came
Stallions
first?
or Stallion. International.
That one came first.
I think so.
No, I think that.
That was your first pick.
Well, no,
International
it was the
Stallion,
Gold
then
Cup
come
was
back
one.
with
And
the
then
Bluegrass.
they counted like a couple of
Are
little
we- what
tracks.
are we
Cup's
talking
not
about?
Grand
No,
Circuit.
Mark's right. Mark's on track.
It actually is.
Yeah, no, they both are. Yeah.
Camping.
Yeah.
I believe.
So
I think
the
we-
first week I won that race. It was like any other race. I get off the track. I laughed because I was going out to eat supper with her. Never thought anything about it until I laughed. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. You know, I get a bunch of people saying congratulations on the win. And I felt like I cheated myself because I didn't soak it all up. It's not like I'm going to win a lot of Grand Circuit races myself.
I mean, the odds are astronomical.
I know.
You
And like,
spend $1 million at the sale. You're
Yeah,
gonna start
right.
winning.
no, but I don't mind horses. I mean myself.
He still doesn't have to. I mean,
So-
not run into people and stuff like that.
I didn't run into anybody.
I never said. I
shh.
said I'm to repeat.
But the second week, I stopped and I actually had Kathy bring the horse back, and I walked back to the paddock, and it was pretty cool. To
Yeah,
see,
Yeah,
'cause
Lexington's one of the few spots where everyone claps in the Grand
It's
Circuit.
you,
awesome.
you know where else? Illinois State Fair, Jug.
And I think that was first
Oh,
time.
Joe does too.
Yeah.
It's the first time I think I got my picture taken with you, pal.
That's right. Yeah, no, that's right.
It was in the winter circle, little
Yep.
pickpocket.
It was so that was a pretty special year for us. For us to buy a horse and do so well with him, it's always feels great, and it's been a tremendous year. It's been a great year, and I'm so happy that we're here at the restaurant. We're going to eat something to eat right now with a lot of the people
Let me
that.
finish this up real quick, Anthony.
Yeah.
To all those people watching at home asking themselves, "Wait, Mark was there and Anthony was driving."
It's true, yeah.
Yeah.
And I told you could have the drive. I told you could.
It was a 5-week commitment. I just,
Mm-hmm.
I try not to strand. But
I'll tell you, it was cool.
You were at the qualifiers.
You never went to Corbin,
was?
right?
No.
You missed it. Not a bad track. Food's terrible.
You weren't
I mean,
available.
Little
You were-
Italian restaurant, but the track itself really cool. Did you get a chance to go to Cumberland?
missed it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I did not.
No, he didn't.
Cumberland?
No,
really cool racetrack. Really cool.
Yeah, I love racing in Maine. It's
No.
It's a.
No, Cumberland Gap, the
That's
new one in
Corbin.
Kentucky.
Oh, really? Is that what it's called?
Oh, you were trying to be
Well, there's
sarcastic?
Cumberland, Maine.
Really? There's a Cumberland in Maine too. Oh my God, there's 2 Cumberlands in this
Yeah,
country.
Cumberland Gap and Cumberland, Maine.
Go figure.
Oh,
Okay.
I just thought you were smart enough to know what we were talking about. I'm sorry. I'll label everything better from now on.
Thank
My
you.
apologies.
You know, I like the notes you gave me today, so I don't look stupid.
We gotta have him back by
Oh.
9 p.m. Anyway, I'm glad that we get to go out once in a while. A very odd time of year for this group to be able to hang out, and I appreciate you guys coming a lot because it meant a lot, and now we get to go eat good food. So that is your opening.
Horrible opening.
No, it's not. We talked about everything. What are you talking about?
talk about
Well, here,
anything
you
that
want to know
happened
what
during
took
your
place? Here,
That's
White
true.
Tiger was third and raced great. Thought he raced very good. Per Lucky was second, and we sold him. That was a good week and a good deal, I believe. All Gas, No Brakes. Very lucky to have this horse. He was a winner and raced fantastic this week. Very, very happy with that horse. Carter Michael Dio, so happy to see a horse come back from an injury. You talk about underdog stories. I love it when horses come back from something. You're like, geez, are they going to come back good? This horse had 2 starts back, both winning races. James drove him like James, but did drive him very, very good in both starts. And he was a winner. Now, everybody in here will know the next horse that won, and that was Crantini. I told
the Big Red.
Yes.
Oh, I love
the Big Red has touched everybody in this car.
He
Everybody
has,
in this car.
in one way or
And
another.
I don't want to repeat what Scott said when I told him I got Crantini back.
Scott
But
loves Crantini.
no, he's a
He
frustrating
loves warming
horse.
him up at Pocono and stuff.
He's a frustrating horse, but you know what? I made a managerial decision. We traded 2 horses that I thought were getting out of their class. I was so happy to see Divine Zet race good again. She's a likable horse. But Divine Zet and Smoking Hot Irish Girl for Crantini, it just seemed like a good idea. You know, the Jays couldn't get Shohei Ohtani done, but I got Crantini done this week, and he was a winner in his...
Okay,
That's
wait a
very
second.
comparable.
No.
Whoa, hey, ho.
Anthony, that's like saying, you couldn't get, I don't know,
What?
Blackie Lund to work for you.
You don't know who Blackie Lund is. I don't even know if Blackie Lund's still around.
He might not be.
Well, then you can't use that reference.
Why can't you know who it is?
Well, he can't focus. He's talking about Blackie Lund. It's ridiculous. So, Crantini made his way back and won his first start and was good. Very happy with him. I'll tell you, one of the biggest horses, I got a lot of respect from the way he raced the other day, was Kemp. Say what you want. Tiger and Kemp have taken my fair share of criticism because they don't put forth an honest effort on a consistent basis. They don't. They never have.
Amy, that's your horse.
No, both of them are her horses.
White Tiger.
But the trip that horse went the other day, knowing that he's never been really, really sound, for him, did you see the race he went?
I did, reminiscent of Check Me Out at Dover. Made
Wow.
a break, spotted the field.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one was in a stake in the
75
matron. One was in the matron, one was in a condition claimer, but very reminiscent. I like it.
Both 1 to 5 shots.
Yes.
Threw them
Yeah,
off.
that's true. It's
Whoa,
hot
I
here.
didn't throw him off stride. I was trying to protect him.
Wait a second, too. Are you blaming Timmy? over
Doubled
Check Me
up
Out?
in the first turn. Anthony
That's
doubled
exactly
up
what
in the
You know
first
what?
turn.
Ray's
That's
been
exactly
saying
what
it for
happened.
15 years. Ray said that for... And
I will take the blame. I did double him up, but I couldn't move him because you put him on the front. You may as well just go back to the paddock. So, yes, it was my fault, but he bailed me out. Horse race, fantastic. That was an impressive mile, and I'm very happy for him. Addie loves him, but I even said to Addie, I might have, he might be sold or claimed. And she looks at me, she goes, we'll get another one. That's it.
Do you know who wasn't good this week? Was Five Fish Species. I actually.
They can't be good all year long. Eventually, they're going to get tired, and
I'm
that's
just
the way it
standing on
is.
topic, Anthony. And yeah, she was no good.
Well, thank you for putting that somber cover on the mood. I appreciate
on that
that.
note.
We're
Thank
talking
you.
about our highlights.
Atlas Hanover, he raced terrible and finished last, but was
almost
claimed.
fifth.
You lost Atlas.
He was claimed, yeah. I didn't love how he was racing.
30 what?
30 plus allowances, 37.5. And he
Fifth,
threw up a
probably
big
best
ninth. He threw up a
Best
big
race of the
ninth.
week.
Hey, be quiet. He threw up a big ninth. I was
Oh, gosh,
very
right.
disappointed. Patrick DePirano was a winner, and even better because I got to give the blue steel to
I've seen
Hunter.
it actually. I watched that.
It was so great.
Yeah, you did.
It was so great. The horse, he raced great. I made it there 6 minutes before post parade. I get hung up and made it there just in time, and it turned out to be a great night.
You know what the worst is? I literally watched that race. I thought that was a tremendous look over.
And then I would tuck the whip, and as I'm tucking the whip, now he realizes I'm staring at me.
Full whip.
I'm staring at him, and he looks back at me, but he can't look away. And if you watch
like
when they
looking
stop the video, he's staring at me and I'm staring at him.
Do you think he's part Amish, Hunter Myers?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I
Yeah.
noticed the beard comes in, but not here.
Yeah, no,
Right?
he struggles with the
Kinda
beard. He's
It's like
tried.
the chin strap.
He's
right?
got like a.
He's a great chin strap game. But
I'm
gonna
gonna say
Miller, I can tell you that.
he grows about a 3 out of 10 for beard. It's
Yeah, he's got a 3.
if it was a crop, he would not be doing well as a
No,
farmer.
He's got the chin strap. You know?
Yeah.
It's odd.
Kings County trained him in 2.8, no
There's
hobbles
a
on
couple.
at Northfield. He's almost ready to go. Another couple of weeks, he'll be there. Tex Song Soprano, there's the major owner in the back right there, Scott Zeron.
Oh.
You cleared
You
me to say that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to tell Linda to put your name separate too. I did. He'll be racing next Sunday. Driver choice, Chris Lem's okay.
Yes.
Now, he
Chris
doesn't
Lem's
really
a
get to tell
terrible-
me
is
who
that
to put
Trotter?
down, but I'm just trying to be
Oh
nice.
no, he's a terrible trotter driver. You know.
No, Chris Lem's good. He's good.
There's Luke. Sure.
He's Ducharme's old guy. He worked for Ducharme forever.
I hope it's
who?
an underdrive, not an overdrive.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to Chris Lem's here. I hope he's watching the video.
Oh, Chris.
He'll
Chris is a good
take
trotter.
care of him. He'll take care of him.
George Ducharme's man for years. Great.
Miss Rockadally, I don't know much about her. We have that mare, and she's going to be racing, qualifying in a couple weeks also. And then, obviously, as I said, just happy to be here with everybody and going out to have a bite to eat, which we are going to do right now. So, I hope everybody had a wonderful time watching the open house. We had a great time. Mark did a great job. Amy did a fantastic job. Even Megan pitched in the barn, which I appreciate. And Scotty did a great job, too. Sorry again about the kicking horse. I just thought I made a decision.
Forewarned.
I'll tell you what, you did good. Here's the guy. He's gonna win easily. Unanimous? You already won it, or you don't know yet?
I'll win it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
He's gonna win Driver of the Year. Driver of the Year. He drove here, by the way. Didn't fly here. Drove to Northfield Park. Went with babies and very slow time, and then went ahead and went out with a horse that he knew kicks. It's pretty impressive.
All balls. All balls.
All balls. Very come along. Want to talk about come a long way? Came a very long way. Is Scott Zeron also?
I may be
So
sarcastic.
I'm not. No. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for everybody coming out. Let's go eat. Take care.